Alright, Larry, I'm going to make this video for you to help you out with your radio. So, the radio is basically in stock configuration, like you'd pull it brand new out of the box. You don't get anything other than 28 megs up to 29. So, the first thing I want you to do with your radio is turn it off, hold function and scan, turn the radio back on. See, it says RN. What that'll do is reset all the function menu settings. You just let go. See a screen blank. Everything is reset. And then power off. Hold function. SRF. Turn the radio on. Band 1 is factory. Band 2 will get you your CB channel. So hold function in. Power the radio off. There you go. So to show you that again, you hold function, SRF, power the radio on. Keep those held down. If you go back to band 1, you'll hold function. This will be factory. Okay, it's done. Now when we turn it on, it's factory again. So function, SRF. Okay, band 1, you want to go to band 2, hold function, it'll say yes. That's basically what it's saying, yes, although it's Chinese English. And then end, so you just keep that held down, and you power off, power back on. Now we're good there. So you were talking about you wanted to do the SWR on your radio when you key up. So if you look in your manual, that will be function menu number 21, which we'll look here. So hold function down. I'm using the factory mic, so you can go like this. You don't have to use the channel selector, but you can see they're changing. So 21, and then you can go SR. That's going to be SWR right there. Hold function. That stored it, so we key our mic. SWR is displayed. The other thing I'd recommend that you do, since you did reset the menu, the function menus, go back into number 1. That's your mic gain. Turn that back up to 63, like so. And that's really it for setting up the frequencies. Now you can see you got all this here. As far as the software is concerned, I can show you a couple things with that. I guess really quick here, I need to find a cable, which I believe this is it right here. I would recommend that you do set the radio up on the radio. It just is so much easier. It's a little more difficult on the computer to do certain things. So let's see here if we can. Okay, let's see if we can get our computer set up going here. So, find our software here in a second. I know you don't see the screen yet, but I'll try to move the camera up there in a second. So, let's see, setup, COM port, I'm not sure which one. If I even have one. See, program, read from radio, no COM port. Okay, so I'm going to have to move the radio to get it closer to my computer. And there we go. We'll get us a COM port really quick. I had the wrong plug-in. So COM port. Like number 6 is what we're going to use, so we will go to program, read from radio. Do you want to? Yes. Okay, so it's doing it. So I'll try to move you up here if I can. Try to level the screen if I can. That should be good. So let's try to zoom in. Okay, read data complete. So I hope you can see that. Okay, so now everything is in there. Everything that I just put in. Okay, so the radio says end on the screen. So there was another customer that had a problem with something, and what I recommended to them was to go to, where did I find that? Setup. You go under setup, do initial setting, basically. Initial setting. So if we look at some of the features, let's see, optional features. Let's see if the, okay, so if you go to optional or initial setting, then it reverts all your function menu settings back. So right here, TX, we'll go SWR LCD display, mic gain all the way up, 63. SWR protect, I say you should turn that way down. I would say no more than like, I mean, I like mine to be pretty intuitive, so I say like 1.8. So that's fine. Yeah, I think that's good. So I'm going to send it back to the radio. Write to radio. See what happens. Okay, it's talking to the radio. So if you want to do it through the computer, I guess you can. Program, read from radio. Same thing, everything is there. We're on band D. So if we go back to our radio, and let's see if I can bring us back down towards the radio here. Kind of zoomed in a little bit. There. We'll turn off, turn back on. So we will reset everything. Reset all the function menu settings, like that. We just did that. Now we'll go in and we'll reset the frequency to stock. Band 1, hold this down. Keep holding it until it says end. That's it. Turn off, turn back on. Okay, so now I'm going to read from radio. Let's put this back up here. Zoom back in on that. Okay, let me make sure that's kind of staying there. There we go. Okay, so program read from radio. Okay, so now it says select frequency band. Well, it's already in standard because that's what it detected from the radio. Optional features, everything is the same, all factory, so we want this to say SWR, and we want our mic gain up all the way. Okay, go back to channel information. So at this point, what I would recommend doing is, let's see what happens if I go initial setting. Okay, so initial setting, just reset everything again. So you can go to this one. All data will be cleared. Okay. Alright. So right there, it's blank. So if you go back to setup, initial setting, now it filled everything in. See how it did that? Band D right there. Now all the CB channels are in there. Everything's in there, all the way up to, you know, all the way down, basically. So I hope this will help you out a little bit. You can do it through the menu, the computer, I mean, or you can do it right through the radio. I think it's easier to do it through the radio, but it's totally up to you. Again, I can put some more frequencies in here, like, let me get my keyboard. 28.315, tab, whoop. 28.325. 28.335. Yep. 28.345. Okay. 28.355. And we can just keep going. Like that. So now we're going to go to optional features, because this is where I wanted to adjust that Roger beep setup. So let's see here. Where is that at? Roger beep frequency right here. So I want 2510. I think that makes a good sound. It's much easier to do this here. And then Roger beep time, I want 50 milliseconds. I want it to be short. Okay. SWR value, I want that way down. I don't have any SWR issues here, so that'll be perfect for me. 1.8. It'll stop the radio from keying. Everything else looks pretty good. Mic type is dynamic, because the factory mic here is dynamic, so I'll just leave that. I can only switch that on the radio itself. What is this local information? That's nothing. Embedded and messaging, that's nothing. That would be, not sure what that's for, so we don't have to worry about that. Everything else is pretty much the same. So I'm going to go back to channel information. You can see if I go to band D, you know, it stops right there. But, you know, we can go 27.415, click our mouse, 27.425. You can just you can add all the way up to 60, and then the display will register that. So I'm just going to send everything back to the radio. Actually, I'm going to try to save this file if I can. Save as, and I'm going to put just save it to desktop. I'm going to put DX5000 plus. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I think it saved it. So I program right to radio, say yes. Frequency band type is wrong. Okay, so now it's getting what you had. So let's figure that out. Alright. That's why I say you should do it through the radio than trying to do the channel through this. So, no, we don't want to clear all data. There, we'll go to initial setting again. See if we can do it now. We still have everything in there. Frequency band type is wrong. Okay, why is it telling me that? So I think what you have to do is honestly think you have to do it through the radio first. So, which isn't a big deal. We can do that very easily here. So we can just mosey on back down to our radio. I don't, I'm not a full. These softwares are made by Chinese and stuff, so it kind of is what it is. But so we can go. We'll just reset everything again. Okay, that's done. We'll go function SRF. And that's why I say the radio is the best way to do stuff, because this way it's going to be done, because you're actually programming the radio right from the radio. Okay, that's done. Now we're good right there. We're good. 1 through 40. So now if we come back up here and let's say program read from radio. Okay. This is how I've always done it. I've never tried to add the frequencies in with the software, but I don't think it lets you do that, because I know on some of the other models kind of similar to this radio you couldn't do it. So set up write to radio, and it should just write it right back. Yeah, see now it's good. So you have to do the frequency conversion directly in the radio, or else it's not going to work. So, because if I go to that setup initial setting, it just basically clears everything back. But we still have CB and all that in there. So let's see if it'll write to radio still. Yeah, because the radio is allowing it. I think what was happening is you didn't do that to your radio. You just left it in the number 1 position, which is only 10 meter. So you can't tell the software to put something in that the radio's not allowing. It's basically the radio won't allow that to go in. So you have to do it in the radio first. Then you can adjust your software. So now we're going to go back here and we'll just switch everything how I wanted it really quick. Mic gain, we'll do Roger beep tone. Wonder if I can just, 25, no, 20. And just hold the 2 button down on the keyboard. Goes quite a bit faster, so there's that. So 50. No, we have to actually do it here. 50. And SWR value, we'll do 1.8 again. 1.8. I'm going to disable CW and PA because I don't use those. So I'm not worried about those. That's it. We'll go back to channel information. Everything is in there. I'm going to add the rest. I had a couple anyways. I'm going to add to like here. Like that. But you can go all the way to 60 if you want to. Seems like you pretty much got the hang of it. I think what hung you up was not having the frequency conversion done inside the radio. Skip starting to come back in. Arizona. I got my beam is pointing up north, but I'm still picking them up. You can see here I'm putting in the frequencies. Okay. It'll let me do one more. Yeah, 27605. So, okay. So there's that. Now what I thought about doing with this radio, I thought it'd be kind of cool, is take like, I probably would never use like band E, because I basically just added everything up to 605 and I really wouldn't use anything here, so I might actually take band E and look up like the European FM 40 band. They have a EU 40 and just put that in there or something. But I mean, that's just entirely up to what I want to do with my radio. But so let's go File, Save As. We'll go DX 5000 plus. We'll just save over it. Okay, so we saved it. Channel information, go back to band D. Let's write this to the radio. Write to radio. It should be, everything should be good now. So bring this back down. Zoom us out. Radio's ready, so we'll power off, power on. Okay, we'll go up all the way up to 60 now. Okay, got our SWR. Oh, I think I might have forgot to put that on there. Yeah, I did, but that's not a big deal. I can do that right off the radio. So let's. Yeah, I did. I forgot. If you look up here, LCD display TX frequency. So no big deal. You can do that right from the radio. Again, remember I said it's function menu 21. So you just go to 21. If you hold that button down on the stock mic, it goes really fast. So right there, there it is. SR. I wanted to look at one more thing here. Something I saw in here about a voice prompt. Number 12. Huh, let's see. I never really heard the radio make any sounds when it... Let's see. I'll turn that up all the way and see what happens. Yeah, it doesn't really talk or anything, so I'm not sure what that is. It says there's a prompt voice. See, now, since I shut off CW and PA, they don't change the mode. I'm not sure what that tone of number 12 is, but I'm just going to put it back to its default, which was 31. So that's really about it. I hope this video helps you out to get things going. The radio, let's see, we'll go to 31 is what I'm on. Check 1 2, check 1 2 1 2. So yeah, the factory mic doesn't have a very much of a sound to it. Let me turn up the volume on this monitor radio. Check 1 2. It sounds okay, I guess. 1 2 3 4 1 2. I just couldn't hear it through the radios off to the side over there. So 1 2 3 4. 1 2 1 2. Actually, it does pretty good. The factory mic does pretty good. So you just got to talk into the little hole right here. That's actually what picks your voice up, not this grill. It's that little hole. So 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Hello. So hopefully that helps you out there, Larry. I'll upload this to my YouTube, and I'll send you the link. If you got any more questions or anything, just let me know. 7-3.